So continuing in our journey of maxima minima using AMGM, or even more importantly thinking of products and sum. Sometimes the product is given and I am thinking of the minimum of the sum. Sometimes the sum is given and I am thinking of the maximum of the product. So essentially that story overall known as maxima minima using AMGM. But we've also looked at another approach where we think of variables being equal to each other. So that could also be a small tool in working some problems out, right? Now we are moving into application territory. We've seen the standard problems. Now we want to look at more problems which are still about that maxima minima using AMGM, or products being, or the variables being equal to each other, but it might appear different. For example, this story. X is a positive variable, because remember this whole story that we have been working on as far as this AMGM is concerned, it's only for positive numbers, right? So I'm dealing with X as a positive number, and my question is, what is the minimum value of X plus 1 by X? The key thing to notice is I'm asking for the sum, so let me think of the product of the same variables. That means X into 1 by X. So if I work out the product, I get the product as 1. That means the product in the story is available. It is not just given in as a separate constant in the story, but it is one step away from your thinking that if you have these two variables, if you multiply them, you know the product. Now you can go for your AMGM story, or because this is an easy example, you can also go for variables being equal to each other story. I will try both. So these are my terms. Go for your AMGM story. The square root, because there are two terms, square root of the product will be less than equal to X plus 1 by X divided by 2. This is the arithmetic mean, sum of the terms divided by the number of terms. You know this product is 1, and square root of 1 is also going to give you a 1 only. So you have a 1 on this side, and then I can multiply this 2 on the other side, and I will get this is greater than equal to 2. So this is what I wanted. X plus 1 by X is always greater than equal to 2. That means the minimum value that it can go up to is 2. So that is one way of dealing with this, and this was using AM is greater than equal to GM for any given set of terms. Still with the same problem, same challenge, just for fun applying the other approach as well. So these are my two variables and the product is given to me. The product is constant. That means the sum will be minimum when the terms are equal to each other. So these are the two terms. For example, P into Q is equal to 1. You want them equal to each other. That means P is 1 and Q is 1. And this is P and this is Q. So put 1 here and 1 here. P plus Q is going to be equal to 2. So I'm going for the verbal approach here. When you see the product of two variables is a constant, the variable should be equal to each other. 1 into 1 gives me 1. And when they are equal to each other, the sum will be minimum. So I'm using that and I'm getting the sum as 2. So now I can think of this also as a formula that I can put in my pocket and use later. What is this telling me symbolically, or let's say in story form, that if you take a number and add it to its reciprocal, the minimum value is going to be 2. Not the actual value, not the fixed value, but the minimum value is always going to be 2. Now I can use this as a concept to, let's say, tackle a problem which looks like so. X by y plus y by x, and I say what is the minimum value of this expression given that x and y are positive integers. So you know this is a variable and this is nothing but 1 upon that variable. Call this P, this is nothing but 1 upon P. This is nothing but following the same form here. That means the sum for this minimum has to be 2. Not equal to 2, greater than equal to 2. Right, so now I am using one idea to solve the next problem slightly faster. But again, even this problem without using this observation directly using AMGM can also be solved. I suggest that you hit pause right now and try and think of that method as well. Keep repeating key ideas. Of course, the whole story we are dealing with positive numbers only. So x, y, z are positive numbers. What is the minimum value of this expression? So the moment I get that clue that I'm thinking of a minimum of a sum, I should connect it to the product. That is there a product available? So can I multiply these terms? Maybe things will happen. As they happen in algebra a lot, things get cancelled, right? So this y will get cancelled, this x will get cancelled, this z will get cancelled. That means I have the product is equal to 1. Now you can go for your AMGM story, or you can go for variables being equal to each other story. Remember, the variables are P, Q and R, not just X, Y and Z. So name the variables P, Q and R. The product is equal to 1. You want them all to be equal to each other. So 1, 1, 1. P is 1, Q is 1, R is 1. That means 1 plus 1 plus 1 is what I am thinking of. That means our minimum sum is going to be equal to 3. Try the AMGM story as well. So remember, these are quick repetitions also, so that the idea is not only clear, it is also on my fingertip, because I played with it so much that there is good instant recall, right? Somebody says minimum and I start using that idea. So I'm going for the AMGM approach. There are 3 terms, right? So the product of the terms, same story, you will see the same logic is being played out, just it appears different. Why cube root? Because there are 3 terms. What is this product? I know this product is going to be equal to 1. I want the sum on the other side. So x by y plus y by z plus z by x by 3. So again, cube root of 1 simply is going to give you a 1, and then this 3 will be cross multiplied on the other side. So you see the sum that you wanted is always greater than equal to 3. That means the minimum value that this function can go for is 3. So I hope you realize that the appearance is changing. In fact, our life is getting easier. If you look at finally the number of steps taken to solve these kind of questions are way fewer than the basic problems, because in basic problems there were more numbers involved. But it is nothing but the same idea in a different costume.